lovely humans. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2023. Really good to see you all again. If you've been here before and you're coming back, I hope you've remembered to subscribe. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And if you are new, then welcome to Alice Land. Here in Alice Land, we like to talk about yarny stuff, crochet, do crochet book reviews, yarn hauls, end of the month finished project videos, all sorts of lovely crafty goodness. So if you think that is something you might enjoy, come and join us, hit subscribe, join my subscribers, because my subscribers are the best. So if you are also the best, hit subscribe. This is our lovely, happy, positive place here on the internet. Now guys, it is 2023. Welcome to my channel in 2023. If you are here. Obviously you are here because I am talking to you now. Guys, what we need to do is we need to finish off 2022. Now, what I do, my first video of every month, if you do not know, is I show you everything that I have made in the previous month. So today, we are going to be looking at everything that I have made in December of 2022. Now, this is going to be quite a short video because although I did make a fair few things, it's all the same thing. So at the end of November, I was sort of trying to get some ideas from people of what they would like for Christmas. And I spoke to my lovely mum and I said, Mum, what would you like for Christmas this year? I said, I can't afford to buy you much because I haven't got much money, but I can make you something. Is there something you need or something that you would like that I can make for you? And Mum turned around and said, do you know what? I'd really like some bed socks. She said when she gets up in the night to go to the toilet, she wants something just quick to put on her feet that warm and snuggly. So I was like, right, bed socks, great. Let's have a look. Never made socks before in my life, so I tried to look up some patterns. Didn't really like a lot of them actually, so I attempted my own sock pattern because that's the really normal thing to do when you've never done something before that's quite technical like that. You make up your own. So the first pair of socks that I made, I ended up keeping for myself because they were a bit weird. So the toes are very square. I shall put some pictures up. I've kept them for myself. I haven't got rid of them. So the toes were very square. The heels were a bit square. But I kept those ones for myself and they are still nice and warm and I do actually wear them quite a lot in the evening. So my first pair of socks that I ever made, bit weird looking, but I knew that I needed to tweak it slightly to get it perfect for Mum. So while I'm still tweaking this little pattern, along comes my sister-in-law and she says, oh, that's actually a really good idea. I would also like some bed socks for Christmas. Oh, and your brother would probably like some too. So I was like, right, okay, got to do 3 pairs of bed socks now. And then my sister also went, oh, I want some of those. And then my brother-in-law. So I had 5 pairs of socks to make. Obviously something that I'd never done before. So, right, got that first pattern done. Not great, need to tweak it. Let's change it up a little bit. Let's make the toe rounded because I've seen that on some other patterns. So I then made another pair of socks, which actually I ended up frogging because the part where your foot meets your ankle, so across here, so that's your back of your leg, and where your foot meets your ankle, it was really rigid over there and I couldn't, like I was trying them on and I couldn't get it over my feet and I've got the smallest feet apart from Abigail. So another pair of socks made, but that one was completely frogged. Then I stumbled across success because the third pair that I made were a success. So I'm going to show you all the socks that I've made. So I made, obviously the ones that you've already seen, the squarey sort of ones, they are for me because I would not want to get rid of them. And they are wearable and they are cosy. So they are mine. Then I made some for my brother. Now a lot of these yarns are like balls of yarn that I had from mystery bags and things like that. But they've worked really well for making like funky socks. So my brother's ones, then I made some for my sister. The ones from my sister, I think they were James C. Brett Marble Chunky. That actually works out really well because it's got quite a nice stretch to it. Then I made my sister-in-law's socks and then I made the socks for my mum. These ones were also a James C. Brett Marble Chunky. Then I made the ones for my brother-in-law. So that's my brother, my sister-in-law, my mum and my brother-in-law. Plus the ones that I'd already made for myself that were wonky. Plus the ones that I'd already frogged because I couldn't even get them over my feet. So they were done. I was very happy. I made all these socks for Christmas and I was like, oh my God, I've actually made something that, like, you know, I've done it myself. So I was very happy and I thought, great, that's it. I'm never making another pair of socks again because I was literally going up until Christmas Eve to get these socks done. And then my daughter went, I'd quite like a pair of socks. So then I made one last pair, and these ones I actually have here. So these are the bed socks that I made for Abigail. They've got a nice little rib top. So this is the pattern that I used for these, is the same one that I made up for all of the other pairs. And then obviously for different shoe sizes, I just made the actual length of the foot longer. For the boys' socks, I did a slightly smaller rib top, and the ladies' socks I did a slightly longer rib top. Abigail's ones, these are also a James C. Brett, but these are a party time ball of yarn. But yeah, they came up really well. I was very, very happy with them. I've got a nice little heel on them. I don't know if I can show you. Oh, that one's bobbling a bit. It's not supposed to look like that. So they got a nice little heel on them. And actually I could probably do these in my sleep now. I'm very, very pleased with how all the socks turned out. Abigail's ones are very, very cute. I like these a lot, but they're all quite funky and I'm really happy with them actually. So, oh, I think my camera's moving. So, yeah, that was the main mission for December. It's all socks, but there was one other thing. I don't know why I'm putting that on my face. She's been wearing them. That's quite gross. I need a wash. There was one other thing that I completed in December, which you guys, a lot of you know about already. I have been all year long making a scrappy Afghan out of all my yarn ends. So any projects that I finish, I have been putting like the ends of the balls of yarn to one side, and I have been making a scrappy blanket. And obviously that was like for this year. So I started in January and I finished in December. So this year's blanket is complete and I am so happy with it. It's absolutely massive. This is my blanket. I will show you some proper pictures of the whole thing. So this is it. This is the blanket. It's absolutely beautiful. With each yarn, I actually did 2 yarns together to make this really cool sort of effect. I really like the way it's turned out. It's really colourful. There's all sorts of different weights of yarn. There's different structures of yarn. I don't care. I love it. It's like one of my favourite things now that I have ever made. So I have got my wonderful scrappy blanket all done. So I'm super, super happy with how it's turned out. I absolutely love my blanket, and that was like my 2022 sort of long form project. So it used up all my scrap ends of yarn, which I'm very happy about. Nothing's gone to waste, and I haven't got a massive bag of odds and ends left, which is brilliant. I have done a full video on like what I'm doing with this blanket. I'll link it down below in case you want to see like the stitches I used and stuff like that. I have written down, I've got it written down, this blanket in total is 118 rows, so it's huge and it weighs a ton and I'm really happy with it. It's my favourite blanket. I have already started this year's scrappy blanket. It's a bit different, but I'll do a video on that and I'll show you what I'm doing in a couple of weeks. So that's it. December was literally socks and blanket month. However, we are now in January. I've already started making some new projects this month, so I'm very excited to show you them at the end of this month. Well, it'll be beginning of February. Guys, 2023 is here. I am that close, like literally that close to hitting 2,000 subscribers, so I'm over the moon about that. Very exciting stuff. I have got yarn hauls to show you as usual. We will do more crochet book reviews this year. I will do more end of the month finished project videos this year. If there is anything else that you would like to see from me, please do let me know down below. Bear in mind, I'm not very good at tutorials, so I'm trying to steer away from tutorials because there are people out there who are way better than me at doing stuff like that, and I would rather that you went to the super good people than me just bungling my way through. But if there is anything in particular that you would like to see from me on my channel this year, let me know down below. Talk to me in the comments. You can even just pop by and say hello in my comments because you know I like to talk to you all. That was December. Last year is now done. We are in a brand new year. I'm very excited and I can't wait to experience this year with you all on our happy little channel here, our little positive sparkles everywhere. I'm going to head off. I'm going to get some tea. I hope that you enjoyed looking at all those hundreds of socks and my beautiful, beautiful blanket that I am just in love with. Happy New Year. Happy 2023. I hope you're all healthy and I hope that you've all had a good festive period. Look after yourselves, look after your loved ones, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.